Hi, I'm Alan Ross, Managing Editor of APC Media. We are here at the 2026 IEEE PES T&D Show. My next guest is Jon Bucciarelli. Jon, thank you for joining me.
Alan, thanks for having me. This is so fun.
I've known Jon a long time, and I don't want to go into all the things that you and I have handled together. But Jon, the market is changing. Wherever you look, the market is changing. Talk a little bit about that, because then I want to find out what you're doing to adapt to that change.
Yeah. First, Alan, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here at IEEE. And our team is excited to be here. The market is changing so quickly.
Yeah.
And, as a company that really is about reliability and safety, our emphasis is stewarding other people's assets. And so, in the model that we take in our company and even in our holding company, this idea of how do we serve and steward well? That's really what we're about. And so part of that is understanding what's going on in the market. And it is moving quickly. The need for power is so great right now. Everybody's consuming it, everybody's using it, everybody needs it to be there all the time. And so the need to maintain and proactively maintain and create a really resilient system is so important. And so we're focusing a lot of efforts on that and trying to get ahead of that, even to where the market's going to go beyond the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. One of the things that is happening is there's a shortage of transformers, and there's like a food chain. The utilities went in and bought slots, right? And the last to serve were the industrials. And I know SDMyers serves the industrial market. We call it the underserved market, right? And now if they want a new transformer, it's not there. It might be 4 years, it might be 18 months, but whatever it is, it's not what they're used to, which means maintaining the current fleet. Talk a little bit about that, because that's education. You have to educate people that this transformer, you were going to replace it as an asset, but the new one's coming in 2 years. You make sure that this one lasts. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's an interesting, because I feel like we had this conversation 4 years ago and 6 years ago, and I think we thought it was a result of COVID, or we thought of these things, but the landscape has just changed, and the need for power has created this situation where utilities, data centers, builders of data centers, they're consuming all of those products at a breakneck speed. And so it's even more important for our customers. I have a heart for the industrial customers. We do call them, the underserved, because they don't get the first fruits. And so we want to really serve that group of individuals. And so it's so important for them. Most of our customers, we've got about 7,500 customers across the country, and most of them have 1 to 5 transformers.
Yeah.
And we know that everything's not critical, but to them, everything is critical. And so it's so important to maintain, it's so important to care for, it's so important to detect faults early. And so with NFPA 70B and so many new technologies coming out there to detect early what's going on, it's just like the body. As we say all the time, there's just new technology out there that can detect things even earlier so that you can take action. And so that's what SDMyers tries to do. We try to serve those customers really well, and we try to steward their equipment in areas that they don't understand. A lot of industrial customers don't have electrical engineers on their staff, and we provide that service to them.
And they usually have the maintenance department take care of that asset. I was talking to somebody once in an industrial environment, and one of the one transformer guys, and we were talking about critical transformers, and he said, well, what do you think about ours? I said, if you have one transformer, it's the critical transformer. That is the underserved market, unfortunately. I want to talk about something. You're new to the board of ESRA, which is the Electrical Safety and Reliability Association, of which I was happy to be one of the co-founders. But the connection, you mentioned it, but really the connection between safety and reliability. I used to say a safe plant may not be a reliable plant, but a reliable plant will be a safe plant. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's been exciting to join that organization. for you that knows me, my heart is really for people.
Right.
And I want to see people thrive, and I want to see people succeed. And the very first step of that is having a safe organization where people aren't hurt and people aren't injured. And in this industry, you know, there are lots of people that are killed annually because of electrical systems. And so it's really important for me, from a family perspective, protecting the family of those employees. And so I'm super excited to be a part of that. And like you mentioned, a reliable plant is a safe plant.
Right.
Unfortunately, we get so many calls, and it just happened this week, as I was talking to one of our business development people that had been speaking to somebody for a couple of years, and they didn't return a call. And all of a sudden they had a transformer that caught fire and caused some issues, and all of a sudden we get a phone call.
Right.
What should we have done? What can we do?
Right.
And so we want to be there before those things happen, because when those things happen, the chances of somebody being nearby or somebody being injured, they go up by tenfold. Exponentially. And so it's just a sad situation when you hear about them, and we want to be at the forefront of that. Right. Because it is one of the things that our founder really preached, is this idea of keep that transformer in reliable shape, and it will last for decades, and it will be safe.
And that was back in the 1960s, wasn't it?
It was back in the 1960s.
That's really good. Yeah. That it's not a motto; it is a way of life for you guys, and I really appreciate you joining ESRA, being part of it. And what is it? Work safe, home safe.
Work safe, home safe.
Thank you, Jon.
Yeah. Thanks, Alan.
Perfect.